Hey, what's up? This is Carl from healthcodeacademy.com, and I'm excited today because we're going to talk about one of my favorite foods. I've made some videos about the things I like to eat that are super healthy, and this one is toward the top of the list, and it can be confusing to choose the right one, so I'm here to help. Goji berries. If you're not familiar with them, also known as wolfberries, they're delicious. I wrote an article that goes really in depth, so I got the link below so you can check it out. But basically these are a superfood and they're wonderful. Per ounce of goji berries, if you're getting the right kind, they should have 3 grams of protein, about 1 gram of fiber, and they have 18 amino acids. They're high in vitamin A, C, as well as iron. They have antioxidant phenols. They help repair cell damage. They lower the risk of chronic disease. They've been used in ancient China for a very long time. That's actually where they're grown, but I'll get into that. But they do so much. In fact, I'll tell you about it. I mentioned, they contain the antioxidants, which help with, repairing cell damage, and it lowers the risk of chronic disease. And that is including but not limited to phenols, lycopene, beta-carotene, polysaccharides, nicotinic acid, thiamine, riboflavin, and selenium. Also, goji berries also reduce cholesterol, triglycerides, and they help lower blood sugar, which is interesting because they're so sweet and delicious. You wouldn't think they would, but they do. So basically, they do so much. They've been used in ancient China, throughout Asia for many centuries, and back in the day when they would use it to promote skin health and improve liver and kidney function, as well as overall longevity, and it would also be used for liver and kidney function to improve that. And finally, it's probably what it's most known for. A lot of people use it for improving sexual desire, especially in men. I remember reading somewhere back in the day that there was like an old Chinese saying that was, you shouldn't eat goji berries when you're really far from home, because basically if it improves sexual desire and you're far away from your wife, then bad things can happen. So it works. So if you feed your significant other goji berries, keep them around. I'm just being silly, but I think that's kind of hilarious as far as that was said many centuries ago, and people are using it for so many of the different reasons that were figured out back then. They have prescription drugs now that are unsafe, and for so many things goji berries can just take care of it. Not everything, and of course consult your doctor beforehand. But if you see a herbalist, goji berries are a great thing. If you bring it up with someone who's a herbalist, then I'm sure they'll gush about it, much like I do, because they're absolutely awesome. There are no side effects to goji berries, so I must mention they are high in pretty much everything that's good for you, just about, it seems anyway. But they are high in vitamin K. So if you're on warfarin, something like Coumadin, which I am because I got a blood clot in my leg a couple months ago, you have to be careful because it can throw off your INR, because high vitamin K foods, whether it's kale, spinach, broccoli, which are all superfoods high in vitamin K, as well as the goji berries, of course, as mentioned, they kind of combat the Coumadin medicine, or the warfarin, same thing. So you have to be mindful of that. This is high in vitamin K, so you'll want to limit your intake if you are on a blood thinner. But if you're not on a blood thinner, go crazy and eat them because they're delicious. You can have them in smoothies, salads, cereal, trail mix. You can put it in ice cream if you want to. And you can, of course, do what I do and just eat them alone because they're so good. They're grown in Mongolia, in Tibet, in Ningxia, I think it's pronounced China. And it has to be perfect, special, warm conditions, and that's why they're grown where they're grown. I first started buying them a bunch of years ago. I was buying them on eBay, 2-pound bags, which was a bad idea because the quality was not good. I didn't know any better, but they were very chewy and almost crunchy sometimes, and dry, and like, in a way some people call them moldy. It's not like there's mold growing on it, but it just has a smell like it's been sitting somewhere for a long time. And they tasted good, but I mean, it just wasn't good quality. I mean, it's almost like they were like freeze dried, but they truly weren't, but they just weren't good. And so a friend of mine recommended the brand I use now, and they're so freaking moist and delicious to the point where I have to take a spoon and I open the bag and I have to use the spoon to separate them because they're like clumped together, because it's like there's so much like delicious moisture, and they taste totally different. If you saw my pasta sauce review on here, I talk about I had no idea how good the Bien Good pasta sauce was, because my whole life I would have like Prego or Ragu. This is the same way. I had no idea how really delicious goji berries were until I tried the brand that I consume now. So if you're a goji berry lover, then click the link below, check out the brand that I consume and eat and enjoy and love, and get yourself some, and hit me up on the comments because you will thank me. It's amazing, packed with vitamins and goodness. The kind that I get is free of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, fungicides. It's also GMO-free. Amazon.com, the one that I get, it's a 4.5 out of 5 on the rating scale, which is pretty darn good. And it's absolutely delicious. So if you haven't tried goji berries, then I want you to start off with a good experience. Try out the one that I recommend, and if you want to be adventurous, then buy a random brand and compare them. I'm pretty much certain that you'll prefer the kind that I buy, because I've tried a bunch, and on the recommendation of a Chinese herbalist, I bought the brand that I buy, and they are freaking delicious. And they're made, I should say packaged, they're actually packaged in the USA. Of course they're made over in Asia because that's where they're grown, but they're brought over here, and they are literally certified. They have a certification for goji berries, and these are certified. So click the link below, check it out. You can check out my article as well. The link below will take you actually there, and I'll have all sorts of links. So check it out, read it. You can read the article that accompanies it. It goes more in depth. Please like this video. If you have any questions, please comment, and if you just have any opinions, please comment. If you've tried the brand I recommend as well, please comment. So I hope you have a great day. Please like us on Facebook, subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm going to have a ton of videos and articles coming out. This is a pretty new venture for me as far as health goes, but I'm passionate about it. So have a great day, be healthy and happy. I wish you the best, and I'll talk to you soon. Alright, so have a great day. Bye.